Hi everyone, I wanted to show you this book today. Now this is an Hanna Karlzon book, Space. Now this is one of her children's colouring books that she made for, I think it was a restaurant that was giving them away. Now she has released Space and Party in English editions to buy, and also other language editions, and other books that she released for the same restaurant chain are actually available in a Colouring Heaven compilation pocketbook now, and I've never seen those three books, I can't remember what they were called, printed in the UK or in English, so you can get hold of those from Colouring Heaven. I can put a link actually in the description. But this particular book I have finished colouring, so I thought I would show you it. Sorry, I'm trying to protect you from the glare of the light. So what I found with this paper in this book, now as I say, I'm trying to see whether it says where it's printed. Yeah, this says USA, Utah, printed in China. So this is the American edition, which is fine. So that paper, Gibbs Smith, might be what you have in your books. Now I wanted to sort of say that because I was going to talk about what pencils I found to be the best, and obviously if the paper is different then that might not apply. What I personally found was that the pencils that I found to be the best were pencils that weren't too hard, because the paper's quite smooth, but I find it leaves lots of white bits if you're not careful, so it's a bit tricky. What I was colouring Pablos I found were really good, and Prismas, so softer pencil. So anyway, let's have a look through. So this is my balloon page. Now I used a tutorial from a Helen Elliston book on how to do foil balloons and followed that as closely as I could. It's quite tricky because hers were all circular, I think, or no, were they heart-shaped? I can't remember, but so these are all in their different shapes, made it a little bit tricky, but it was a really interesting exercise, and as I went through and did more I got better, so you know, it was good to practice, good page to practice on. So that was that page, and I'm used Prismacolor for those. And here we have this sort of double page, I guess it's not a double page actually. This one I can't remember what pencils I used, but it was quite hard work with all that black sky, but I think it was worth the effort. And this one I used some pens mainly. The stars and things are done in pencil, but the background is done in a gold pen and then metallics and things like that. And here are our sort of, I guess, all sorts of space items really. I don't know what I used for these. Our astronauts. They were a bit boring, aren't they? But the rocket's a bit more exciting, isn't it? Little cat inside. Some metallic pens. Those are Sakura. Now, I kept these quite pale, didn't I? I wasn't really sure. Clouds I always find tricky. If you haven't got a background, you can't just leave them white. So I did some colourful clouds. I quite like doing pink clouds. And this one, I tried to keep the vehicles the same colour, and their fire was done in the same way. I did a little green man. I often like a green alien, I don't know why. This is quite an odd picture. He's like in a suit, but anyway, or maybe he's not supposed to be. Maybe that's him, because look at the feet. I don't know. Anyway, it's fun. So the background is done as a sort of sunsetty sunrise type thing, but because it's in space it can be any colour. I think that's Polycolours, that one. I did use Polycolour quite a lot, although this one I think was done with Stellar Design Journey because it's got that much more detail in, so I just used all the greys. I had a lot of fun with that one. And this one's done with Prismacolor. I remember doing that one. And because I tend to, if I've got a lot of skin tone, I tend to use Prismacolor or Black Widow, because you've got all the skin tones in there. This one was done with, trying trying to remember, I did it quite recently. I think it might have been Polycolour, and the big spaces I find really hard to colour. I wouldn't normally do a background with a pencil. I don't know why I did, but I did. When I did them in this book, I always did them in pencil, and these great big areas, I found it quite hard to get the pencil to look nice. This one I enjoyed though, did these little dots between the rainbow just to make it look a bit more interesting. And these little chaps, did them all in lots of different colours, just for fun, why not? This one I did with Faber-Castell Classic, and they were too hard for the paper. Just looks horrible, I think. I like the colours, but it just didn't lay down nicely. Maybe I should have done a lot more layers, but it just wasn't going down well. Whereas this one, I think this was Polycolour. I'm not sure about this one, but they went down a lot better. It was a lot nicer. This one is Prismacolor, and this one is metallic pencils. Different. I think they're the Shaw and Marsh ones, but I'm not sure. But there's smaller details here, so I found it easier to colour. This one has got pen in it. Around the edge and these bits are done in pen, which interestingly didn't go through the page. So that's good. I don't know why I just risked it. They look like Staedtler metallic pens. So that's interesting. This one was done with Pablo's. The sky is a bit messy, but it was quite a big daunting area, I have to say. And this one was done with Harmonious pencils, which was an interesting experiment with those. I had a lot of fun with that picture. These little guys were fun. I can't remember what I used though. Just kept them all different. And our cat, that's done in Polycolour, I think. I don't know what this one's done in. There's a metallic pen around the edge there, I can tell you that. I don't know about the rest. I don't like the colours of that. I don't know why I chose those colours, it's very weird. This one, I like the colours though. The colour is bled into my white, so I don't know what colour that was. What pen's that one? Maybe that was... maybe they were Prismacolor. I don't know. And we have our little fishing girl. And this one is really messy. As I said in my completed pages video when I showed this page, I was watching telly and the light was really poor, and now I can see how awful it looks, but you know, I needed to relax, and that was that page. And these little guys are cute. I don't know what I coloured those in. I love the colours, really nice. Probably actually Prismacolor. I think that's yellow chartreuse. And chartreuse there. This one was done with metallic pencils. And the last one, I did this one actually when I first reviewed the book and did a flip through, so I did this as part of that. And again, metallic pen. I like doing metallics in this book by the looks of it. I think stars and things, you think metallic, don't you? But there is that one. It's quite a short book, but I rather enjoyed it, I have to say. Sometimes you just want something a little bit simpler, and as you can see from the way it's coloured on the front, you don't have to do it really simply. You can put a lot of different shading and dots and different imagination into it, which makes it quite fun actually, because what colour are these things? It doesn't really matter. So that's my flip through of that one. That's the book I finished this month. It is my aim to finish a book each month this year. We shall see whether that happens or not, but I've done it for 2 months, so we'll see. But thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed that video, and happy colouring.